going to add a French flair to your Mother's Day breakfast or brunch by sharing a delicious recipe for crepes. That's right. They are colorful, elegant, and get this, easy to make. She promises. It's Chef Kate Lulloff, and she's joining us from Jones Dairy Farm to demo how to make these savory crepe squares with sausage, egg, and cheese, which sounds delicious. Good to see you, Kate.
Nice to see you too, Tiffany.
Okay, so here's the deal. People are a little bit intimidated by crepes. I know I am.
That's okay.
So you say it's going to be easy, right?
Just think of them like a thinner, easier version of pancakes. That's it.
Okay.
Just if you think of them like that, then you'll be fine.
All right, we're going to trust you. Get into it. Show us how to make these.
All right. So we're going to make our crepe dough. Actually, our crepe batter I already had mixed up ahead of time just to save some time. But all that is flour, a little bit of sugar, and then we're going to put in a little vegetable oil, some milk, and some eggs. And then for this fun, colorful twist that we were talking about, this would be your regular crepe batter without anything added to it. And then for some pretty color that's not artificial, I took part of it and added beet juice to it. And the other part we added carrot juice to. So you can use whatever you want. Pomegranate juice works, the flavored pomegranate juice, that works really well in here too. So any kind of juice is going to make it colorful and not have that artificial colors in it. It's just all natural. So I'm going to throw this in the pan just so that it can start cooking while we're talking here. But basically you just mix up that batter. And one tip with the batter, if you sift your flour, you'll make sure that you don't have any lumps when you're whisking that flour. So you're just going to take your crepe batter. And again, it's pretty thin. So you're going to pour it in the pan.
That looks
pretty. Just kind of move your pan around a little bit just to get a nice round shape. And again, to make it real thin. Okay. And then that's going to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. So we'll see if we have time to flip it. And then we're going to assemble our crepe pockets. So I already had some made ahead of time, some crepes. So you can see again, how thin these are, compared to a normal pancake. We're going to set that down on the pan here that we're going to put in the oven. And I have a mixture that I had cooked up ahead of time, which is just spinach, mushroom, onion, and garlic. Anything you don't like, leave it out. We're going to put a little dollop of that down on the center of our crepe. And then the star,
Kate, I want you to mention, the sausage, because here's the deal. You mentioned nothing artificial, and that's what I love about Jones Dairy Farm meats, because everything has no nitrates, all the stuff. You can kind of go through that.
Exactly. So we're going to layer this then with one of our chicken sausages. You can use whichever sausage you like. I'm using our chicken sausage. We also have a mild, a maple, and a turkey. These are always going to be found in the freezer section, like you mentioned, because they don't have any preservatives or additives, no nitrates or nitrites of any kind, certified gluten-free, and we don't use any binders or fillers. So there's nothing else in them. It's just chicken, salt, and spices in this particular box. So awesome, clean label. And then also I'm throwing in a piece of Canadian bacon. You don't have to, you can do one or the other, but I'm going to throw in, I just hit this on the skillet for a little bit to warm it. Our Canadian bacon, which that you will find in the refrigerated section over by the regular bacon.
I always have that in my fridge.
Yes, that's your favorite. And that's great because it can be eaten out of the package. It can be eaten cold, heated up like we did here, but it's fully cooked. We use center cut loins only and super low in fat, high in protein. So that's a great option too for just right out of the package. And then we're going to layer it with
15 calories for a couple pieces.
Yes, I think it's 60 for 3 slices, which is awesome. 20 calories a slice.
Yeah.
Then I have a piece of mozzarella cheese. I'm going to throw that on top. And then you're just going to fold this up into kind of a pocket. Fold it up kind of like your mom's, like you're folding a diaper, right? So you should know how to do this if you're making this for Mother's Day. And then it might not stay together. Might not stay together completely, which is fine because we're going to put an egg on top of it. So I have an egg that I had thrown on the skillet. So you're going to layer this egg right on the top. Okay. That's going to go in the oven.
How is that egg cooked? I can't tell there, Kate.
I'll show you here so you can see. I just put it in the skillet just enough to cook it so it sets because it's going to finish cooking in the oven.
Got it.
So you're going to set that on top. It's going to go back in the oven for about 5-6 minutes. It's going to melt that cheese, warm everything through for you. And then when it comes out of the oven, then you can plate it up. So we've got one that's all finished. This is the one that I made with the carrot. The one that I just demoed was the one with the beet. So this is the one with the carrot. That's what it's going to look like when it comes out of the oven.
Wow, that's beautiful. What do you have under that? Just some greens and berries?
Well, since I have spinach already in the mixture, I just put a little layer of some chiffonade spinach down. Yes. And then I just accented it with some berries, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries. And then I served some of our chicken sausage links on the side, just in case you want that little extra boost of protein.
Oh my gosh, Kate, that looks beautiful and delicious. See, and I
Thank
love it
you.
because I do. I think it's something that can be stress free. And truly, this is fun to make with or without kids because there's elements that you could do as a family.
It is, exactly. And I was just going to show you if this one is quite ready to flip. You'll see how thin this is. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you just want to lift up your corners and just give it a flip. I don't know if you saw how
Oh,
thin that
Kate,
was, but very, very thin. And that's the key to the crepe, is that you want it to be very thin so that it's easily able to be made into that pocket.
Kate, that's fantastic. Thanks so much for joining us. Happy Mother's
Thank
Day.
you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. To find this recipe for savory crepe squares with sausage, egg, and cheese, go to jonesdairyfarm.com. They've got their product locator there too, so you can find anything that's near you.